Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about the solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse for those of us that are born in 1980 to 1981, more specifically January 13th to 1980 to September 24th, 1981. So when we talk about nodes in a nutshell, your north node is your spirit's mission. It's why you came here. And your south node would be your past life, or what, if you don't believe in past lives, it's what you actually came into this life with, or what was easy for you. And a lot of astrologers will say you need to shed the south node. So for those of us in between those dates that I mentioned, it's imperative for us to go ahead and look at what separates us. Sorry about the noise in the background. What separates us and our talents and our gifts from others. As I like to say, what makes our ice colder, right? But it's really about focusing on our own. And if you're not born between those dates, then you want to cast a chart. You can go to Cafe Astrology, which is they have a really easy chart system to read. But it doesn't show it as a wheel. So if you want to look at it as a wheel, then you can go to, hey Zoe, you can go to astrotheme.com. So, and then you want to look at where Leo falls in your chart, and right across from Leo will be Aquarius. So when we talk about the North Node and fulfilling this mission, I mean, I guess I would have to say, when we talk about the original place of the North Node, that is in Leo. And so Leo being ruled by the sun, we really want to shine. And the good thing about this energy is that it's the second new moon in Leo. I know I missed the first new moon in Leo. And so think of it as life giving you a second chance. If you're in a mundane job, if you don't really like what you're doing, because a lot of us will just go with getting a job or getting a career that is going to, you know, have benefits and that sort of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But also you want to set your affections on a business or some sort of service that you can provide. But again, Leo being ruled by the sun, it being our time to shine, and children, it can also have to do with children. So if you don't want to have any children, especially if Leo falls in your 5th house, you want to be very careful. Also with Ceres being in Cancer, that's that whole mother energy. But I guess if you cast your chart and you can post a picture of it, I can give you a little bit of detail on your chart. I'm not going to stay on this long because I really talked about a lot of it in the solar eclipse video, and I'm not really up to talking that much. I just wanted to do some sort of video. So when we talk about Aquarius, I don't know if there's anybody who has Aries rising. If you're an Aries rising, which you can be any sign of the zodiac, because that's just specifically your sun sign. And I don't want to get into all the other planets, but basically at the time of your birth, if you're not aware, all the planets were lined up in a certain house, and they have a certain energy under a certain sign. So with that being said, you could possibly be an Aries rising. So I'm an Aries rising. So if you know your birth time, you can definitely find out what your ascendant or rising sign is. So if you happen to be one, then this is going to fall in your 5th house, this new moon solar eclipse. And that would have to do with teaching, what you enjoy doing. It's about creativity. It's about the sun is giving us the drive to achieve our goals, and that sort of thing. So I'm sorry, now my kids want to act like jackasses. That one's not my kid in the background, though. Could you stop what's playing? I'm in the middle of a live video. So what are you doing? So anyway, point being, what sets us apart. Aquarius has to do with the 11th house. And the 11th house has to do with social media, our networking, and our networks and how we come across to others. So if you're anything like me and you run your mouth a lot on social media and you have very heavy views, and I don't think many of you really do that on your pages, you want to be very mindful of what you're posting in front of people who can be your potential clients. And again, more specifically, where Aquarius falls in your chart. Aquarius is also about innovation. It's about rebellion, revolution, And as I said in the solar eclipse video, when we're talking about evolution and we look at the etymology of the word, it pertains to, or its original meaning has to do with celestial bodies, is celestial bodies. So we can look at it as how the celestial bodies are actually affecting us on the plane right now. So it's just really about, you know, utilizing your gift. And that's going to be from now until next August, because we'll have another eclipse in, I'm thinking February. We'll have a new moon in Aquarius and a full moon in Leo. So you will want to start any projects that set yourself apart from now and work diligently on them from now through the next 6 months. And really, if you've already had an idea, and I know I jump around a lot, but that's how my mind works. If you have had any ideas in the past that, you know, you're kind of like, oh, well, I don't think that'll work. It will work. If it's something that's really been heavy, you know, in your heart, just plant the seed. And we have Mercury retrograde right now, and a few other planets are also retrograde. So retrograde is not a time to start something new per se. So the interesting thing about that is there's something that you've already started or that you've already thought of that you should just go ahead and follow through on. At least setting the groundwork, you know, depending on what it is. So that's pretty much all I have right now. My mind is all over the place, and I'm missing my doggy and whatnot. So I hope you guys all have an amazing solar eclipse. If you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them. You can inbox me and that sort of thing. All right? Everybody have a great day. And my next, my first series on IG is going to be what I admire and loathe about each sign. So that should be fun. All right? And if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Chi Ether. It's XIIETHER. All right. Bye.